What is up, everybody? We are here in Pineville, Missouri at Rush Springs Ranch Off-Road Park for race number 8 of the National Rock Racing Association. We are so excited to be here. Nice, cool breeze this morning. Hopefully it'll stay nice and cool today. Yesterday we had perfect weather, a little overcast. Had a little soiree last night we had a lot of fun with again. Big bouncers are kicking off today, and we are stoked. It's going to be a good day.
They are, but they're not actually kicking off for us this morning.
Well, I meant bouncers,
the little bouncers.
Yeah, we have little cars going to race this morning early.
We have our Digging Deeper UTV youth class is going to be starting us off this morning. We are going to let them go ahead and run both of their courses and get their day of racing done with. They are anxious to go play and relax, and some of them need to take naps this afternoon.
Yeah.
So
we watched them yesterday practice a little bit after the production was shut down, and some of them were sending it. A Collier almost looked aerobatic at one point.
He's ready.
He was
I think he's first today, unless we did have a couple late entries that might end up at the front. I'm not sure where they decided to put those guys. So we're going to be kicking things off with our youth class. They're going to run both of their courses. We're going to shut down real fast and come right back up and go on with our UTV Bounty and our Brannick Motorsports Bouncer class. So we got a full day of racing. We also have an RC race happening today. We had our Eastern race at Windrock earlier this year.
Yeah.
And then this is our Western race. So I think they're going to be running during our intermission between courses 1 and 2 today.
And their bouncers, if you've ever seen one, look exactly like a large bouncer. So it's pretty neat to see them. Again, they weld on them, they work on them, they paint them. It's someone go to powder coat it. They look pretty BA. So again, if you guys haven't seen those, definitely tune in to watch those. It's a lot of fun, and they take it just as serious as side-by-side racers or rock bouncer racers.
Yep.
And they look pretty awesome too. Some of them have little guys that turn the steering wheel. It was very cool. I was walking over this morning a little bit and checking them out.
They are pretty cool. It's amazing what they're able to make them do and how they can make them look so realistic.
Yeah.
And so much like a full-size bouncer.
We got Delta Drone Works in the house. I see Jack down there getting all ready.
All right. Can everybody hear us loud and clear? Greg says the sound is good now, so I'm going to assume we're ready to go. All right, we've got Miss Eva Coots on the starting line. She is ready to kick off our whole day of racing here at Rush Springs Ranch in Pineville, Missouri. Here she goes.
Again, this is race number 8 of the National Rock Racing Association. We still have one more regular season race, which will be Dyersburg here in a few weeks. And then after that, we'll have finals. So again, this is our
already.
That's like 4 days of racing. You guys definitely don't want to miss that. It'll be a lot of fun. Again, you can see some of that short course area there in the background.
Which is perfect for really all of our classes this weekend. Everybody kind of gets a piece of the short course. And it's pretty fun, especially putting the little 200s out there on the short course.
Yeah.
It's perfect for the kids. And it's perfect for our UTV classes. I think even the bouncers are going to be out there, aren't they, Matt?
Oh, yeah. Definitely. We have bouncers will be out there in Course 1 and Course 2.
It would be just wrong to come out here to Rush Springs and not use the short course at least a little bit. Eva Coots is out there making her way around right now. Our youth class drivers got to do at least one lap. I think maybe they did 2 this morning following Justin Hoback around the course. They all lined up and got to, do a lap around, check things out, make sure all the kiddos know where to go. It is a pretty long course, a little more spread out than what they run at some of the parks we go to.
Again, we have a huge lineup today for our youth class.
We sure do.
There you go. Get a little airtime. Again, I love seeing our youth class get out there, and some of them take it extremely serious, as well as then they have their own driver's meeting. Wow! Just bouncing through there.
If you're wondering how to do it, there it is.
That was a 110.005 for Eva Coots.
That 110 is going to be hard to beat. Let's see if these kids can get any better. Let's go.
She just set the bar for the rest of our youth class. Looks like Brody Pierman coming up to the line now.
Okay, you can see the crowd all filtered in this morning.
Yeah, we've got a nice group of spectators out here already. I'm sure we'll see even more be coming down, start coming down as the morning gets a little bit later. Everyone gets moving up at the campground. Matt, how late did you stay up last night?
I actually went to bed fairly early.
Did you? No.
I went hang out at the party for a while. After that, left, went and took a shower. Went and watched some TV, and then went to bed.
All right.
Got up this morning early, topped off the fuel in the buggy, and started getting stuff ready. Okay, this is Brody Pierman. Him and Gatlin Wills do double duty in that same side-by-side.
You can see Justin out there.
I'm sure they have a few dads scattered along the track.
I don't think we have anyone that went all the way to the far end of the track, but this is why we let the kiddos take a lap or two around, getting to follow Justin and make sure they know where to go, because this is a longer and a bit more spread out course than what they're used to. It's one of the great things about all the different parks that we race at. I've mentioned it before, but if you've never made it out in person to some of these parks, you might not realize there's a lot of variation. I mean, we race, we went as far east as West Virginia this year, and now we're in Missouri. We'll be in Oklahoma, Tennessee, Kentucky, Alabama, Arkansas, all over the place. So we've got everything from, the rocks in West Virginia and the concrete in Bikini Bottom.
Yes.
And then we've got this short course that we get to use out here at Rush Springs Ranch. And then we have, the mud and the hilly rocks and Hawk Pride. So there's just a lot of variation at the parks that we get to utilize and keep things, I want to say, creative for the drivers.
Yes.
Keep them on their toes. It's not just the same old wherever we go. So that is one thing I love about all the different, places that we go to, the different parts of the country and the terrain that is available. It's to make for some fun courses.
It does. It makes a lot of fun. And again, that's a good point. I do like the fact that our series is spread out enough to where we do have a little bit of each type of, you can go to Hawk Pride. 116.303 for Brody Pierman. And again, we have that big, vast, different terrain with the rocks and all that. Again, it's a lot of fun, and I like having a little mix-up. Some courses are a little easier. Some courses are much, much harder. And again, having those harder courses is kind of nice because it does give you that a little bit of variety, and it makes you be a lot better driver.
Different drivers have different preferences. Some of them like a straight-up steep hill kill, and some of them like the short course. And, we're able to do a little bit of all of that during the season. This is Cameron Delaney, his first time ever racing with us. Glad to have him out here joining the fun. Speaking of joining the fun, if you have just jumped onto the show here, welcome to Hillside Live. We are just a few drivers in to our Digging Deeper UTV youth class. This is Cameron Delaney out on the course now. We're going to let our youth drivers go ahead and run both of their courses this morning and be able to go ahead and wrap up their day of racing so they can go play and have fun, relax, take a nap.
Yeah, take a nap. I can't lie.
When you're 4 years old, racing just takes a lot out of you.
It does. It does. Life at 4 years old just takes a lot out of you.
You know what? I could use a nap after the races, too, so I get it. After we run our youth class and we've completed both of their courses, we'll shut down real quick, come right back up just a minute later, and have our UTV bounty and our bouncer classes run. We've also got our RCs race today, metal and plastic classes. Those are going to run during our intermission between course 1 and 2.
Wow. Just sending it out there.
Cameron is getting it. Though this is his first race with us.
Wow.
I don't think this is his first time in the driver's seat.
That is impressive.
I don't know what he just lost out the back of that thing. 96.016. That's definitely your new leader right now.
That's a quick time. Again, almost 4 seconds faster. Or no, like 14 seconds faster than Eva. So we'll see Benny going. No, that's a pretty quick time. Again, 0 stop there. I think that was a complete full send.
That was definitely a full send. I made a scale of sends yesterday. You got your full send, you got your moderate send,
yes,
and you got your conservative send. That was a full send.
Yes, that was a full send.
I have not seen it written, but I'm going to assume it might be DELANEY. That's what I would guess. I'm not positive.
We got Wild Wyatt Wilson tuning in for us. What's up, buddy?
What's up, Wyatt? And we've got Jeremy. How's it going, guys? This is your friendly reminder to make sure you're tuning in on that Rock Racing TV Facebook page. We had some comments going to the NRRA page yesterday. We don't see those when it's happening during the show, so we can't answer your questions or interact with you guys if you're watching on the NRRA page and commenting. We need you to come to the Rock Racing TV Facebook page, and it's the broadcast and media page, not the group. So make sure y'all switch on over there.
Yeah, you can see a ton of the crowd still pouring in. I see some of those pink Digging Deeper logos over there. I see Matt Merrick and Charles Chris over there. High Octane Films and Busted Knuckle Films. They're doing some video later today. I know we have a few video crews out there today.
A nice crowd of spectators filling in along here. It's interesting, all the vehicles that Russ, the park owner, has here at Rush Springs Ranch.
He does.
I don't even know what they are.
He has a very interesting collection of parts, yes.
Like a lot of military.
Yes.
What is that thing? I don't know what that is.
That looks like an Oshkosh.
Oshkosh.
We got a bulldozer over here. There's a Hummer.
Oh, I know the bulldozer.
The Hummer is back up at camp. I was like, I want to go take that for a spin later. I think it's just a 2-seater, or there's 2 seats in the front. The rest of it's like a kind of a wagon style.
It's this and the right side corner over here is a lift that we've got Bill up on with his camera, getting you guys a nice view of the track.
Got that Mickey Thompson banner and Venom shifter over there. Again, I run a Venom shifter in my rock bouncer. They're designed for side-by-sides, but I have one for a bouncer. I made work, and I love it.
There's a will, there's a way.
It is. It is a little ingenuity, but I love it.
Those are nice. I like it. You can go so quickly from reverse to low.
Yes, that's what we
don't have to go through all the gates.
We made it where it was a gateless shifter. That way, literally, if you're starting to tip up and tip backward, all you have to do is just smack it forward. Instantly goes in reverse. You can map the gas.
Bobby Tanner, that sucker.
Yeah, exactly. Yes, Bobby Tanner, that sucker. Jack were talking last night about some axle stuff and talking about some hip grades we were both trying to make for next season. And he was saying, I just want to be able to Bobby Tanner it. You know, if I want to be able to Bobby Tanner,
don't we all?
You know, basically just get up there, hold the gas down, and make it or break it. You know,
don't we all? Oh, we've got Ella Coots out on the course now. We had a lot of the youth class doing some pre-running yesterday. Once our day of racing was over, they were all hitting the track, getting their laps in. What's up, Harold? Thanks for joining us. So our fastest time right now is from Cameron Delaney and the youth class with a 96, and then Eva Coots with a 110, and Brody Pierman with a 116, and we've got Ella Coots out on the course right now. There's a nice view. You guys can see just how big this short course is, especially when you put those little bitty 200s out there.
I was going to say the exact same thing. You can see how massive that short course area really is. And again, those high bank ovals, again, it's so much fun to get out there and bank on those turns. It's, you can't really say how fun it is until you're out there and experiencing it, and it is an absolute blast. Again, and you can see how vast it is with that, smaller side-by-side kind of echoing that as well.
I know our youth class sure looked like they were having fun last night when they were running their laps.
We got Chad Molitor tuning in to watch us.
Chad Molitor's in the shop working on the Tesla conversion on the Patriot. You know, I've never driven an electric vehicle besides a Barbie Jeep. So I'm pretty excited for the Patriot.
I have been in a Tesla
For the
before,
maiden voyage.
but I've never driven one. So,
I haven't even ridden.
yeah.
Well, I have ridden in one, I say. My brother had rented one time.
Yeah, they're kind of cool. They're kind of cool. It's kind of weird to see this, like, there's not really any gauges. You have just this giant iPad on the dash. It's kind of cool.
It's going to be really interesting to see it in, like, an off-road application.
Yeah.
I know we're excited for it. So good job, Dad and Alan, and I guess my grandpa's going over to help soon, too.
That'll be fun. Little family affair.
Yeah.
Speak.
120.883 for Ella Coots.
Again, speaking of family affair, you can see Adam Kuntz out there. He was guiding her on, and then we got Collier coming up next, I think.
Yeah, that looks like Mr. Collier
I was
Hoback on the line.
trying to see how tall the helmet was inside of there.
Well, he's got that good-looking blue and orange color scheme. I do believe Collier is our youngest driver. He's 4. I don't think we've got any others that are that young out here.
Again, his dad, Justin, is also one of our guys helping on our starting line. He's kind of the guy who runs the youth program, so appreciate Justin, all he does for the sport, as well as last night they cooked hamburgers for all of the racers.
Yeah.
Went over there and had a good time last night, and just had an absolute blast.
Yeah, we had an awesome cookout with drivers and families and friends and staff and everybody else.
And some amazing brownies.
And the brownies.
They were pretty amazing. Pre-made brownies that were absolutely insane. They were delicious.
Can't go wrong. They were all gone, too, so somebody liked them.
Oh, yeah, yeah. I mean, me and Taylor were both discussing how we could eat the entire pan.
I'll bring some another time.
Whether we were sick or not, we would power through that entire pan of brownies. Yes. And Taylor says if there was another pan, we would power through that one, too.
So basically, that's the way to incentivize you guys.
Yes,
Just
yes.
We'll
race for
have
brownies
on the line.
We'll send it for brownies.
Speaking of sending it, look at little Collier out on this track right now. Guys, he's 4 years old.
Yeah.
And he is out here all by himself. Look at that. Just doing his thing. That's awesome. So I travel with the Hobacks often, especially to our further races like this one. So I get to, get filled in on the behind the scenes with the kids and stuff.
Yeah.
They've got a little track. His sister Clara, you guys see her race also. They have a little track at their house that they like to practice on. And Haley, his mom, was telling me that every day when Collier gets home from school, he wants to go and practice in the buggy.
Aww.
And it's not just like willy-nilly riding around. He says, get your phone out and time me.
That's funny.
And then he wants to see his time after and see if he's gotten faster. He takes it very seriously. And then, of course, Clara, his big sister, well, she can't let him beat her. So
oh, no.
They're out there pushing each other to drive faster. Haley said one day they were zipping around so fast, she was like, I can't watch this. I'm going inside. Justin's like, they're fine.
Right here yesterday, that jump right there, we've seen a couple racers kind of send it over. That jump, he sent it yesterday and just aired it out. 135.135.
Whoa, that's an interesting time.
Collier Holback.
Awesome job for Collier. I see Ava Garner on the line now.
Ava Garner, her dad, Zach Garner, does a lot of our announcing to the crowd. So if you've ever been to our race and heard a guy be an honorary to racers or fans or friends or anyone, that's who you'll hear on the microphone.
Just in general.
Just in general.
And I was about to say that. Taylor made a comment. You would think that Ava might also be sassy,
yes,
given who her father is. She is not. She is like the most well-mannered, respectful. She's like little Mama Ava. She's always taking care of all the younger kids when they're around. She's so responsible. She's her little side-by-side is called the manager.
The manager.
That's because Ava is the manager.
I like that.
She is on top of things. So it's pretty funny to see that personality is not what you would expect coming from Zach. If you guys are just joining us, welcome to Hillside Live. We are about halfway through our Course 1 for the Diggin' Deeper UTV Youth Class. After we have finished Course 1, we're going to go ahead and run Course 2 for these kiddos so they can be done with their day of racing and go play and let loose.
Wow, yeah.
Enjoy the rest of the day. Ava's letting loose out there on the course right now. Well, that's a 100.043. That's a second place time right now. Cameron Delaney had a 96, and Ava now had a 100. And then let's see, our third place time currently would be Eva Coots with a 110. We've got Dallas Heckley on the line now. You guys probably recognize a lot of these last names, if nothing else, from our adult racers, either in the UTV or the bouncer classes. A lot of the kiddos and their dads, it's a whole family affair for everybody. We got the kids in the youth class. Many of the dads are either in our UTV or bouncer classes, so we've got a lot of Heckleys out here.
Yeah.
A lot of Cootses, a lot of Hobacks. It's pretty fun. It's a whole family deal.
The whole Diggin' Deeper Justin Wills crew.
Yeah, we got the wheels out here.
Yeah, there's quite a few of the dads usually on course scattered throughout, helping cheer all the races on, not just their son or their daughter.
Yep.
But we have a lot of the dads out there just trying to keep everyone going in the right direction. Again, usually Justin will get out there and kind of parade them all through a couple times. That way they're somewhat familiar with the course.
Dallas Heckley took third place at our last race in Rush, Kentucky. And I believe she's in the top 3 in points right now. I think she might be second in points overall for the season. I could be wrong. I haven't looked it up.
Yeah.
But I think she is in the top 3. So the time to beat right now is a 96 from our newcomer, Cameron Delaney, who had a full send.
Full send.
Into the finish line earlier.
Absolutely.
Jack, what was that?
It was Clyde. He said there's a bumblebee trying to get me.
That was a bee?
I heard a rock hit the aluminum step behind us, and I was like, what is going on? I thought it was Jack trying to mess with us.
Throwing rocks at bees, apparently. I haven't ever known that method to be effective, but I guess I've never tried either.
You know what? If it could happen, I believe Clyde could do it.
Throwing a rock at a bee. That's like catching a fly with chopsticks. Some Karate Kid stuff in here.
And Taylor said, and to be fair, he's only got one eye. So.
That's right. It'll be a miracle. Dallas Heckley is making quick work of this course. I can hear Daniel Heckley out there yelling, go, go, go. 106.678 for Dallas. That is a third place time right now.
And again, it's interesting to see how tight some of these times are for such a long course.
It is. So we have Cameron with a 96, Ava Garner with a 100, Dallas Heckley with a 106, Eva Coots with a 110, Brody Pierman 116, Ella Coots with a 120, and Collier Hoback with a 135. And Hunter Vargo is out on the course now. Hunter and his family also from Murfreesboro.
Okay.
The Murfreesboro area. I represent.
That is a really neat shot. That is a really, really incredible shot right there. Again, watching the side-by-side just rip along the woods. Very, very awesome.
Speaking of people being from Murfreesboro, where is everybody watching from this morning? Where are you tuning in from?
I know we have some fans out there that are watching the race while watching the race. So,
well, the short course section is so long. If you're a spectator, sitting out here, then it actually is kind of beneficial to be able to pull up the live feed as well. Who thinks they're watching from the furthest away right now? We're in Pineville, Missouri. If you think you might be our furthest spectator, audience member,
Yeah.
drop a comment and let us know where you're watching from.
I know we have a lot of international
We do. We've
fans who tune in periodically.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, what time is it where you're at? I know we have some nighttime racers, some nighttime fans that'll tune in at 3 a.m. 100.203 for Hunter Vargo.
Speaking of how close the times are, Ava had a 100.0, and Hunter just did a 100.2.
Wow. So that's good enough for third place, I think.
We got Danny Myrick tuning in. We miss you today, Danny, too.
What's up,
Saw
Danny?
Matt rolling around out there.
Yeah, he's over there hanging out with. There's like 4 video guys that are all kind of chilling together.
They found a good spot.
Yeah,
They're
a little
sticking
shade
to
right
it.
now.
We've got Harold from Winchester, New Hampshire. We've got Kara from Brookville, Indiana. She says, let's go, Clayton Smith in the Misfit.
There we go. I'm excited to see some bouncers race.
Oh, yeah. We got a good lineup today.
So I talked to Dan Bowman a little bit and last night, and we talked a little bit about who's racing what today because I saw they had the Gold Rush buggy doing testing and tuning. So I was like, oh, where's Gold Rush? He said, well, it's not exactly ready just yet. He said, we're still waiting on a few things. I said, okay. So they're still going to do a little more testing and tuning, and I think they're going to do just double duty this weekend with
well, that's the great thing about having 3 bouncers in the stable.
Yeah. And I asked him, I said, so you have other off-road vehicles too? And he's like, well, yeah. He goes, since we've started buying bouncers, we've actually narrowed that down a little bit. He goes, because he had like a fleet of, Samurais and Jeeps and stuff. So he's like, we've started lowering them down a little bit, since we've upgraded some bouncers. So he said we started getting, he said at one point we had too many vehicles, so we had to sell some of them to kind of narrow down the shop. So he said they have a little bit more tuning and testing to do on Gold Rush buggy, the Gold Rush Reclaimed buggy, and then they'll have it out at the next race, I believe is what he was saying. So.
All right, so maybe Bikini Bottoms will be seeing
a
handful out there.
Yeah.
From Bowman Racing. We have Leslie from Burleson, Tennessee, watching the Hoback kids. Robert Trainer and Larry Marr checking in. What's up, guys? And Gatlin Wheels is making quick work of the short course. Gatlin definitely no stranger to our youth class. She's been one of our
I like that Larry tuned in.
regular racers.
Where's Larry tuning in from? Perryville, Missouri.
Of course.
Part of that Perryville Mafia crew.
How far is Perryville from Pineville?
Oh, I'm going to say
Anybody know? Larry, how far away are you?
4.5 hours.
Okay.
Because Perryville is probably half hour past St. Louis.
All right, Gatlin is through the finish line.
Gatlin Wheels.
$125.244 for Miss Gatlin Wheels. Now we've got Clara Hoback on the line. I actually rode down here with Clara this morning from the campground, and it kind of really made me want to drive one of the little 200s.
Yeah?
I think it would be hilarious.
Was it as bad
and fun if we put the adults into the 200s, had like a land rush start.
Well, and we were making jokes yesterday off air.
And have to do the short course?
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
We were making jokes last night after the off air while we were all standing around about doing the land rush start.
Yes.
And then they all head into the short course, kind of like the
I want to
Crandon.
do it with the adults, though.
I think that would be pandemonium. We'd have to put bumpers on everything.
It would be like driving little go-kart. It'd be like Mario Kart. You know how when Bowser's like sitting up on top of the cart and doesn't fit?
It would absolutely
that would be all of us. My knees were definitely in the dashboard.
Yeah. Clara Hoback coming up the line here.
All right, let's go, Clara.
Clock is hot.
All right, we've got Cameron Delaney still hanging on to the lead. Man, he laid down that 96-second time, and that's definitely going to be hard to beat. But I know Clara's been practicing, and Clara has some extra incentive for racing right now.
Oh, really?
Because if she wins, she gets to pick out a kitten.
Oh, my goodness.
She's already got a name for it.
I can only imagine.
She's going to name it Winnie.
Winnie.
Because she has to win.
Okay.
To get the kitten, which
like
I
it.
thought was very cute. I appreciate the wordplay as always.
I do too. That's pretty awesome.
So Clara is racing now, and, she understands if it doesn't happen today. She said, well, maybe it'll have to be next season, but she's gunning for that top spot.
Yeah,
She wants the kitten. That's what she's racing for. At first, it was a chicken. She wanted a chicken. And her
What does she want
her
a
mom
chicken
vetoed
for?
that, but a kitten.
Yeah.
She was like, okay, what about a kitten?
That's okay.
So she's racing for a kitten instead of a chicken.
Yeah, you can't. You really can't buy just one chicken.
Yeah, I think the kitten will be a better option. So now y'all know whether it's today, bikini bottoms, whenever it happens, when Clara ends up on that top spot of the podium, I know she's going to be one happy little girl because she gets to go pick herself out a little kitten.
Heck yeah. 1:01.895. Again, those times are coming in really tight.
Y'all, we have 200-second times and a 101. These kids, I don't know how they're keeping these times so tight out on this long course.
Yeah, again,
So,
it's,
Cameron's still in the lead with a 96, and then we've got Avo with a 100.0, then Hunter Vargo with a 100.2, and then Clara with a 101.
and it's just it's like you said, it's kind of funny that these guys are running almost a 2-minute time limit. I mean, almost a 2-minute time course, and yet they're fractions of a second apart. It's super neat to see.
Blake Heckley's out on the course now. Speaking of that, looking through the steering wheel, she and Collier is just so cute.
It is. They literally got to look through the steering wheel to see.
We'll let them do it between the first and second youth class. It won't affect the youth class, unless you'd rather do it after youth class.
Looks like we've got 2 drivers left after Blake's run. And that'll be course 1 for our youth class. And then we're going to let them go ahead and run course 2 back-to-back so they can finish up their day of racing. And
I was trying to spy while you were talking to Clyde. I think they're going to try to wet the course, maybe between the
were
youth
you
class.
dropping eaves?
I was dropping all kinds of eaves. I was they're going to try to wet the course, but they may wait until after the youth class, or they may do it between the youth class, course 1 and course 2.
Luckily, these little 170s and 200s don't stir up too much dust.
They really don't. And again, you can see the corners there are kind of wet, just because obviously when they come into the corners, a lot of the bigger cars, when they come into the corner, it digs down a little more. So you have you're getting down more fresh. Yeah, I would say it's digging deeper, if you will. They're coming in and getting some fresh dirt there, so it's obviously a little bit drier. But some of the straightaways, we have quite a bit of dust get stirred up when the bouncers start firing up. So
Blake Heckley is doing an awesome job with this course.
what's up, Vince? Glad you made it here.
All right.
Let's see what that time is.
That's a 1-1.
118.497. Awesome job from Blake Heckley.
Block A Heckley. That's too funny.
Looks like Ridge Brown made his way to the.
All right. Ridge Brown on the starting line now.
They said the clock's hot. He's ready. You ready? Hit it.
With a name like Ridge Brown, how could you not be out here racing up and down hills?
Yeah, for real.
So appropriate. What's he got on his? Is that a little flag on the back there?
Yeah, a little flag.
Come on, Ridge.
Timmy Cameron, what is up, buddy?
We could use a little bit of rain.
Yeah, we could.
Keep that dust down.
Wow. Yeah, said it rained about 2 inches where he's at.
That's good. I hope we got some of that in Murfreesboro, too. We needed it.
I see he's building a hashtag trail rig that I'm sure he'll do some racing with.
Hashtag trail rig.
Yeah, that's what he's been tagging all his parts he's been ordering.
Okay.
His parts all keep showing up in big quantities with hashtag trail rig. But I have a feeling he'll be out racing sooner or later.
Yeah.
Okay.
Taylor
yeah.
said how much, Danny, because he'd be
Yeah.
fine with putting Zach on the live feed for the right number.
Yeah.
He accepts cash
Yeah, the check would have to clear
or
first.
PayPal.
Because the FCC fine that we would probably get could be more.
I actually don't hear Zach right now. Uh-oh. Did Ridge get a little confused? Good thing we got, I
Michael.
think that's Michael Garski
Yep.
out there. Ridge needs to go up and through the little wooded area.
To be fair, that does look really wide right there where he's at.
There you go, Ridge. Good job, buddy.
There has been times where I've been racing and I try to look down to see where all the other tracks are going, and I'm like, okay, this way, okay. Yeah, Danny, $5 probably is not gonna cut it.
Yeah, we can't.
Yeah. Getting Ridge Brown there, wrapping up his run. Little flag waving in the wind.
Good job, Ridge.
152.484 for Ridge Brown.
Good job, Ridge.
Because he didn't send her that huge jump.
Oh.
He said, well, and he won't suffer from back injuries the rest of his life. A couple of our younger racers have sent it pretty good over that jump this morning.
They're still learning when to have the full send,
Yes.
the moderate send, and the conservative send.
Yeah.
All right. Brantley Havens, our current points leader, he also was on top of the podium at our last race in Rush, Kentucky. He is going to wrap up course 1 for us in the Diggin' Deeper youth class right now. The time to beat is still Cameron Delaney's 96, and that's going to be a real tough time to beat. I'm pretty curious to see what Brantley's able to do here.
Yeah, it is a pretty interesting time.
Looking good so far for Brantley. I believe this will be Brantley's last season racing with us in the youth class. He's going to be moving on up to bigger and better things.
Oh, yeah? He's going to be...
Yep. He'll be turning 12, I believe.
Okay.
I could be wrong. And he said that he is filling in for Dan Carter in the bounty class today.
Okay.
Actually.
Get some points on the board.
Yeah.
Brantley, you can usually tell because he has a big cowboy hat he wears, so...
He does have his signature look.
He does.
They need to do some kind of wrap on his helmet. That's
They
like
do.
A cowboy hat
Yeah.
looking. 100.961. A great time from Brantley Havens, but not enough for that top spot. So Cameron Delaney with a 96. Wow, he held on to that top spot for course 1 for our youth class.
And he was absolutely flying for that. I mean, he sent it over the big jump with a full send.
Do we have another wager?
Zach.
All right, if you guys were watching our last race at Rush, Kentucky, Nathan King and I believe it was Dallas Heckley had a little friendly wager about who could, let's see, Nathan was on a 3-wheeler, though, for that course.
I feel like the pit bike, he could definitely be a lot faster.
This is a lot longer course, though.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel like he could definitely be faster than them with that. He's making quick time there. Again, he raced with our last race with a 3-wheeler and lost. I think he lost 1-1-1.
So do we know if he's racing Dallas again?
Is he racing Dallas again? Is this for some gummy bears or what?
Oh, it's a goodie bag.
That apparently has already been eaten.
But my question is, does Nathan know that it's been eaten? Yeah, he's racing like he doesn't know that it's a goodie bag. It's been eaten. Maybe they got into it last night after all the festivities.
Dallas better hope she wins. All right, Nathan's making pretty quick time out there with that pit bike.
I'm interested to see what his time's going to be because I think it's going to be definitely quick.
My personal life motto is never trust a pit bike. But
yes.
He's doing all right out there.
Look, he slowed way down for the jump, too. All right, we are going to go to commercial. We'll be back right after these messages with the race results.
Rebirthed from the depths of Baja, Mickey Thompson Tires announces a new American mud terrain legend. The new Baja Legend MTZ. Silica reinforced T4 tread compound. Powerply 3-ply construction. Improved 4-pitch side biters. Proven MTZ tread styling for undisputed traction. 35 different sizes, and one is just waiting for your rig. The Baja Legend MTZ.
Radflow Suspension Technology is a manufacturer of high-performance custom OE and universal length shock absorbers. Radflow specializes in OE replacement applications, shock absorbers, and dampers for military vehicles, pickup trucks, SUVs, and motorsport industries. By focusing on custom valve solutions and providing style and agility, Radflow shock absorbers is considered the performance benchmark for all forms of competition. Radflow's product base is known as the choice of champions. Radflow Suspension Technology provides superior products and unrivaled support at the best possible price.
And we're back. Again, we wrapped up our kids' youth class. So, again, that was awesome. That's got course 1 out of the way. I see them all on the course. You can see Justin out there walking with them. Just to the far bottom corner of your right-hand screen, you can see all the kids with Justin. And he's a minute ago.
Like a field trip
it
out
is.
on the
as he's walking,
to the race course.
as he's walking, they're all following him. So it's super cute to see that.
So they must be changing things up for course 2
I seen Adam
they
Kuntz.
put some red tape across.
You can see that orange tape or the red tape Adam Kuntz was putting up there. Again, Cameron Delaney coming in with that 96, holding solid for that first place.
Impressive.
Ava Garner coming in second. Hunter Garver coming in third. Brentley Havens coming in fourth. Clara Hoback coming in fifth. Dallas Heckley coming in sixth. Eva Kuntz coming in seventh. Brody Pierman coming in eighth. Blake Heckley coming in ninth. And Clara Kuntz coming in 10th.
Ella Kuntz.
Ella, sorry.
And that means that Collier Hoback must be in 11th. Is that everybody? Might be missing a couple.
Gatlin got 11th, and Collier had 12th.
Gatlin 11th.
And
Collier
13th with
12th,
Ridge.
13th Ridge.
There we go.
Right. So looks like they're changing things up for course 2. The kiddos are getting their last minute instructions.
I see all the dads down there giving pointers too.
So
Yeah.
we're changing it up a little, taking out that last hill that they were sending it over, which was right before the finish line, and now they have to go around the Raceline flag.
Which, to be fair, some of them definitely sent it probably a skosh too hard. Yeah. Yeah, people don't realize how little our youth racers really are. Until you see them in person, you're like, what do you wear? I have a cooler that weighs more than you. Like, they're very, very tiny. We have a few of them. What's up, Taylor? Taylor in the booth. How you doing, buddy? Doing good? Come here often? What? Yeah. Again, so far we got a little bit of an overcast. It's actually pretty nice.
Yeah.
You really couldn't ask for better weather. Yeah. Not funny, Taylor. Yeah, no. I was thinking of your
You're
joke.
doing great, Taylor.
I was thinking of your joke when you said knocks the camera over. I was like, yeah, we all know how it feels, don't we, Taylor?
I've never knocked a camera over. I don't know how that feels.
I didn't either. I most certainly did knock a camera over. I was in my vehicle having some snacks, and the wind just caught it. Apparently, we have a large screen with a big hood on top of it. The wind can catch. All right, we got Eva Kuntz on the line. We should just send them all through the Raceline Rock Garden there.
We're gonna be here all day.
Like
those little tiny tires trying to get through there.
We had the VIN class on 35s and 38s
Yeah,
had
they
trouble.
were struggling. The Raceline rock pile is
no joke.
no joke. It's more than intimidating than it looks. All right, Eva Coots back for round 2. If you're just joining us, welcome to Hillside Live. This is round 2 of our Digging Deeper UTV youth class. Miss Eva Coots starting things off for us out there. Our top 3 from course 1 were Cameron Delaney, Ava Garner, and Hunter Vargo. We are going ahead and doing course 1 and 2 back to back to be able to wrap up our day of racing for the youth drivers. You know it's tough when you're between 4 and 11 years old,
Yeah.
and you want to go play and relax. You might need a nap and some snacks, so we don't want to string things out.
Yes.
For these guys. Not to mention, once you get all these kids suited up and ready to go, you don't want to have to do that twice. It's like herding cats.
It really is.
Tracking them all down and getting them all suited up and strapped in. So that's why we're going ahead and running both courses back to back. And the kids have handled this course really well today. We only have had one young driver get a little bit mixed up out there, but he was able to correct that pretty easily. A lot of the drivers put in their time pre-running last night, doing some laps, making sure they knew where to go.
There you go, coming in hot, Eva Coots.
Good job, Eva.
$117.935 for Eva Kuntz.
Look at that.
Aww.
Look how cute. Watching all their little buddies.
I love that you can see all the drivers there, all suited up, ready to go.
Just swinging their
checking it
little feet.
out.
So cute. We need a picture.
That is super neat right there.
That is our next generation of racers. Brody Pierman's out on the course now.
Again, Brody Pierman, part of that Digging Deeper race crew, coming out of South or North Carolina. Got Delta Drone Works doing some of our drone work for us today. Appreciate those guys.
Doing all of our drone works. We'd be a little lost out here without Jack,
we would.
our drone pilot. We've gotten
it's just the views that he can.
Spoiled now.
Yeah, it's just the views that he can get are just.
Especially on a long course like this.
Yeah.
Definitely grateful to have that out.
I love
Jack and the
yeah.
drone.
That's just like right there. It's such an awesome shot, you know. And being a kid going back to school, what you do, and then show them that video. Like, this is me, you know, sending around a corner on a big racetrack.
Just being awesome.
Woo!
Oh, Brody.
Brody's out there getting it.
I wonder what the top speed is on these things.
It can't be very fast. I know we have some guys who have slightly modified theirs, but it can't be a bunch. Sean Keller just started my day over here in the Pacific Northwest.
Oh. Yeah, what is it, like 8:30?
Yeah.
8:30
yeah.
on Pacific time?
Taylor. Work still starts at the same time, buddy. Yeah. Taylor said he needs to move there.
Sean, no, the bouncers have not run yet. We are on course 2 for our youth class. We're running course 1 and 2 back-to-back this morning to start things off. And then we'll move on to our UTV bounty and the bouncers. That's a 119.675 from Brody Pierman. Vince, that's a good question. I'm not sure about our starting line. I guess I see the fan for it sitting in here in the trailer.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
It was
Next up, Cameron Delaney.
It was put on bed rest.
Yeah, the Raceline starting
Chilling.
gate was sitting right behind the Raceline Rock Garden. However, yesterday we had some technical issues with the blower. I think it just got too hot sitting in the sun all day running. It was
The starting gate just kind of like melted to the ground.
Yeah.
Deflated.
We needed a fan for the fan. Like, is anybody can bring a fan for the fan?
It's hard on equipment when the sun is beating down.
And it's already hot. You know, it's sucking in dust and debris and everything else in there.
But luckily, we've got all of our awesome flags put up out here, which I know Bill works really hard on.
He does.
So thank you, Bill.
And we appreciate the tape, too.
And Knox, yeah. It takes a village, guys.
It really does.
Where's the name card? Oh, I see. This is Ridge Brown out here, correct? Is this Cameron again? We got our kids all out of order. It's messing me up here. This is Cameron Delaney, who had
sending it. Again, now they're zooming around. Ooh, zooming around that rock pile and jump.
Cameron had the fastest run on course 1.
And he's still going to have a quick run. 1:02.865. That is your leader. Again, we have about 10 buggies to go, so we'll see how see if we can hang on to that.
Cameron is one of our new racers. First time racing with us today. He definitely knows what he's doing, though. Behind the wheel. Ella Coots coming up to the line now.
Go, 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 go.
Vince, I just appreciate that you like all my jokes.
Yeah, bed rest. I put a laughing face. That's pretty funny.
I just appreciate it.
Is it dead? No, it's on bed rest.
It'll be back out eventually.
It will be. Yeah. Raceline takes pretty good care of us. Again, this is the weekend this event is sponsored by Raceline. Again, I have my new Raceline wheels on my buggy. I can't wait to get out and rip around, so it'll be a good time. They look super awesome. I ran the Rhinos, so I appreciate Raceline and all they do for us.
Yeah, Raceline does a lot for many of our drivers
they
out
do.
here, and they have for years. I wonder where Greg is this weekend.
Yeah.
Greg and Creeker. Well, we miss having him out here either way. Hopefully we'll be seeing him again soon.
Getting a great kind of crowd shot there with you can see all the side-by-sides in the background with a bunch of the Easy Up set up.
Yeah, I didn't even know those were all out there. You can't see them past the trailer.
You can't.
They're lining up down there.
Again, they literally go almost all the way to the end of the short course. Again, you can see the sprayer they have. They're going to wet the course down as soon as the side-by-sides youth class are done. Then they'll get out there and make sure it's nice and hopefully no dust for the bouncers.
No dust for like the first three anyway.
Yeah, that's true.
Let's be real.
It's true.
Great job from Ella Coots.
That's a
128.795. Clara Hoback on the line now.
You can see a lot of the dads and grandpas back there hanging out, cheering on all the family.
Get it, Clara. Look at her go. If you missed me saying it earlier, Clara has extra incentive to get on that top spot on the podium because if she wins a race, she gets to pick out a kitten. Her own little gray kitten that she already named Winnie because she has to win to get the kitten.
I can't believe it. Yeah. Taylor was asking if Justin put a limiter on there. He's like, I don't want no cat. I'll fix that.
Justin's the one that told her she could have a chicken. That was the first. She first asked for a chicken if she wanted. Apparently, Justin was like, "Sure, you can have chicken if you win." And Haley's like, "No." So then Claire's like, well, "What about a kitten?" I'm like, "Okay, we can do a kitten."
I would love to hear that conversation. He's like, "What do you want?"
Yeah, sure. If you get on top of the podium, you can have chicken.
That's too funny.
I think that's pretty cute.
Justin's like, yeah, I mean, if that's what you want, I mean, whatever.
So now we know, whenever it happens, whenever Clara takes home that top spot, she's going to be one happy little girl. She get to go pick out a little gray kitten.
And again, that's quite a long, almost 2 minutes is quite a long course for the youth
really
class.
Is.
They're getting plenty of run time this morning.
This is a good run from Clara. I feel like she's sped it up a bit this time. Look at her go.
$103.575 for Clara Holback.
That's currently a second place run right now, right behind Cameron Delaney with a 102.
She's trying to get that chicken. Like, Dad, I want a chicken.
If we start seeing pictures of her with, it's going to be Collier's probably going to ask for a chicken or something now if he wins.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're going to have their own petting zoo at home by the end of next season.
We got Dallas Hickory on the line.
All right, here comes Dallas Heckley. Dallas is in the top 3 for points. I believe it's Brantley, then Dallas, then Clara coming into this race overall for the season. I could be wrong. I'm not positive on that, but they've definitely all been battling it out.
They have
back
been.
and forth, especially between Clara and Dallas.
And I think since they ride around and hang out together after hours, I think that makes it even better for the competitive edge.
We had a cookout last night. You guys might have heard us say earlier, and the Hobacks were generous and cooked burgers for everyone, and we had we were celebrating Braden Upchurch's birthday as well, and it was just a good time with racers and family and everybody else, all friends and staff hanging out, eating our burgers.
And we had a really good time
chatting,
last night.
And then they busted out the karaoke machine.
I was just going to say, then little karaoke came out. It was a good time for all.
It's pretty cute listening to all the little tiny girl voices trying to sing along with Shania Twain. We had the little Heckley girls and Clara. We had a bunch of kiddos out there on the karaoke.
Whoa. Get a little airtime there. Dallas again, one of our very tiny framed. They're heading to that Raceline Rock Garden awful fast. .530 for Dallas Heckley. Again, we've seen Dallas Heckley take some really crazy rides before in her side-by-side, so.
She has. Some of them on purpose and some of them not.
Some were impromptu. Very impromptu off-roading experience
and
one time.
She took home 3rd place at our last race in Rush, Kentucky.
She did. Yeah.
All right, we've got Mr. Ridge Brown out on the course now.
I was trying to read what his flag said.
Yeah, I haven't been able to tell yet.
Oh, hey, Taylor's watching with us. Yeah, Vince says, wow, state of the garden. Yeah, that would not go well if one of our youth racers came in full tilt to the Raceline Rock Garden there.
Let's not do that.
That would, it would be a sight because our Rock Garden is also full of spectators and fans and dads and crew people. I'm going to say it would just stop the vehicle.
Yeah, they're not going to be going too far.
Because the rocks are so tall, I'm going to say it would just kind of bounce off. Yeah, or the bumper, yeah. Yeah. It would. Luckily, those tires would absorb a little bit, hopefully. Our youth class is also physically very resilient as well. I have a lot of props for them.
They're young and flexible still.
They are. They are. Yeah. Some of us aren't as young as we used to be, Bree.
They're not as crunchy as the adult drivers.
It's true. It's true.
There it goes. Ridge made the didn't take the wrong line this time. He got it figured out. Glad to see that for him. Good job, buddy. That's a 130.980 for Ridge Brown. Larry, I don't believe that the bet is complete yet. I think we're still waiting on round 2, but I'm not sure what the parameters of this bet were either. And Harold, Matt did bring his buggy today.
I did. Brantley Havens taking off the line here. It's currently sitting, cooling down.
It's also on bed rest.
It's
for a little while.
We got it back to camp, and it's cooling down now. Yeah. I'll probably run here in a little bit and go grab it. Yeah, I know. Taylor, I did it this morning already.
Maybe you could get one of the kids to lend you their
You have them drive me up
200.
there. Yeah, I think it must have an air bubble because it was like 240, and the radiator was pretty cool. It was cooler than it should have been. No leaks. I mean, it was shooting out like a volcano out of the radiator this morning, but got a little warm. Brantley Havens is usually the guy who's always on the podium. Whoa!
That was a moderate send.
That was. I mean, for the small vehicle, I feel like it was a full send. Yeah, just because of they don't go that fast. I mean, it was a full send for them, you know. Again, right now we have an overcast. It's like 62 and sunny with like a perfect breeze.
62.
68.
Maybe 72.
Okay.
But it's still nice out here.
It is beautiful
We're
right
loving
now.
it, for sure.
I'll take this overcast all day long. The whole course is high speed except for that last turn. So. .074. I believe that is our new leader.
Looks like it.
Yeah.
He was able to sneak in front of Cameron Delaney. So Brantley with a 100 now in the lead, followed by Cameron with a 102 and Clara with a 103.
All right, next up, Collier Hoback.
But hold up, folks, because Collier Hoback is on the line. And he means business.
He does. Yeah, taking that jump out is probably a good idea, just because I know there's a few racers that will probably full send off of it, and they were bouncing a little bit through there.
Yeah, with the suspension and these things, that one needed to be a conservative send at the end.
Jonathan Wright, what is up? Mr. Black Dog Photography.
What's up, Jonathan?
I miss that guy. He was a cameraman, guy who came and did photography with Black Dog Photography, his company, for years for the what used to be the Southern Rock Racing Series. He's a good dude. Took great pictures. Have a lot of awesome shots.
Talking
he got over
about
the years.
him like he's dead.
Well, he still does photography, but he has become so busy he can't do it for the series anymore.
Understandable.
But great guy. Again, does awesome photography. We miss you. It does. Bless its little heart.
Whose heart are we blessing?
Yes. Vince, he said you need to burp the buggy. Like, put it on your back and be like, it's okay, little buddy. It's okay, little buddy.
Come on, Collier. Good job, bud. What a difference in Collier's confidence out on the
Yes.
race course between his first race at West Virginia and being able to go out and take on this whole short course all by himself out there.
He also was, I believe, 3 when he did that.
Yeah, when he first started, he turned 4 in the middle of the season.
Yeah. So I believe his first race, he was 3 years old. So just imagine being 3 years old piloting this vehicle.
And he's serious about getting in his practice time at home.
That's awesome.
He wants, he wants Justin to get the timer out, get his phone out and time him, and he's trying to beat Clara's times from their little track at home. $139.909 for Collier.
Harold Thomas, yes. Wade had a neck injury, and so he essentially was going to have to take a backseat for racing for a while, if not indefinitely. So he retired and sold the buggy after our 4th race of the season, 5th race, somewhere in
I
there.
don't remember exactly.
Somewhere in there, he sold the buggy and kind of retired, and they had actually raffled it off and then It changed hands like within a week, like three or four different times. And
it's
again,
out here today.
which kind of sucks because Wade is an awesome racer
We do miss having Wade around.
and a very ornery guy to hang out with as well.
He was a very good racer.
He was a very good racer and again a great guy to hang out with. Very
He
ornery.
is a good racer.
Yeah,
So,
he is.
we're talking about him like he's dead too.
Yeah, he is. He is. Again, I would love to see him come back. And again,
We'd be writing obituaries
Yeah.
in here right now just because we haven't
But-
seen anybody in a
and he
few
still
months.
comes to races. He just doesn't race anymore. He still comes to races and hangs out. He was at
he was at Rush hanging out.
Rush hanging out, goofing off. That's pretty close to his house. So him and some buddies came out and hung out in the pits and goofed off and hanging out
I
with.
think we'll see him at Bikini Bottoms.
Yeah, okay. As I know, he was at Rush
Ava.
hanging out and partying with some shenanigans.
That looked like a rough landing.
There's not a lot of suspension travel in a 180cc or 170cc or a 200cc, depending on what size you're running.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She only knows the full send.
Yeah, we miss Wade, too. He's a good dude. And like I said, he was at our last race in Rush, Kentucky, hanging out with us, goofing off. He's a pretty ornery guy to hang out with as well. Again, Ava Gardner's dad does a lot of our announcing for us, so if you're ever at a race and you hear somebody being ornery on the mic, that's him.
That would be Zach.
Justin down there. Come on, come on. 103.677 for Ava Gardner.
That's a third place time right now. I
And
believe. Hang on. Nope. Fourth place.
And she had second on the first course, so that may be good enough for a podium. We'll see. Again, it's so funny because you never know. It's like golf. You never know how till the end of the day how everything's going to shake out.
So Brantley Havens is in the lead right now with a 100, followed by Cameron Delaney with a 102. And let's see here. Then Clara Hoback with a 103.5, and then Ava with a 103.6. And we've got Blake Heckley out on the course now.
Getting Blake Alco staring through that steering wheel.
We've got 3 of our young drivers left, and then that'll wrap up course 2 for our Diggin' Deeper youth class. We'll shut down and then come right back up for UTV Bounty and Bouncer class, course 1. I never understand why you guys don't bring food with you.
I brought a whole bucket. I brought my snacky snack
Matt
bowl.
brings snacks.
I mean, yeah, I bring a whole bucket. I mean, it's not a 5-gallon bucket. For the viewership, we'll show you later
Who
what it
wants
looks
to
like.
be sitting in the trailer all day with no food? I'm
Yeah.
just saying.
Well, I bring
Not me.
snacky snacks, bro.
I got the lunchbox.
Yeah, I bring snacky
Matt
snacks.
and I don't play.
Normally, my cooler is in
we
my
don't
truck.
play when it comes to snacks. Luckily for Taylor.
Yeah, I don't. Trust me,
Ew, the gummy bears? That's what you went for?
Bro, they're so good. The orange slices are good. Gummy bears are good.
Y'all need some protein in your lives.
I got Snickers bars in there.
Oh, my gosh. You're killing me, Smalls.
Reese's peanut butter cups. We got a little of everything in there. We take our snacky snacks pretty serious. So if you ever want to make fans with any of the broadcast crew, friends with any of the broadcast crew, just come and bring us some snacks.
Okay, when I say I'm starving, gummy bears is not what I have in mind. I just want you,
I have.
want you to know that.
Did you see your blood sugars get low?
Taylor.
He's like, oh man, my blood sugar's getting low.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh. This is Blake Heckley. And I have to say, Daniel Heckley and his girlfriend, wife, definitely take good care of us. Well, I was thinking of girlfriends. We have wives. We have girlfriends.
She's a wife. 119.922 for Miss Blake Heckley.
We have lots of girlfriend and wives who bring us food and take good care of us throughout the race.
Yes.
Not just during races, but afterwards.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Man.
Ooh, maybe a
That's
Bikini Bottoms.
Next race.
Get that Heckley Bakery package.
Yeah, so Daniel Heckley's family owns a bakery, and so he'll bring a box of donuts, and it's like 2 foot by 3 foot. There's like 100 donuts in there, and we literally chew on them, like literally till we're about to puke. They're so good.
Okay, well, some of us do.
Okay, me and Taylor. I got you, dog. Oh, we will.
Y'all are killing me.
Got Gatlin Wills on the track, part of that Digging Deeper racing team. This is our Digging Deeper stock class.
Youth class.
Yeah. Food and snacky snacks are not the same. True. But snacky snacks can get you for a while in a pinch, you know. And
different applications.
Yes, because sometimes we're in the booth.
Different scenarios.
Again, when I do like broadcasting stuff for endurance racing, usually in the booth a little bit longer, and so sometimes you're in the booth for 12, 14 hours. You better have snacks, And you don't want to eat too much because then you go to the bathroom, and that's not good either. That's no bueno. So you eat a little snacky snacks here, snacky snacks there. You're good.
We might be going into the territory of TMI now.
Okay. Getting Gatlin Wills.
Maybe everyone needs the behind the scenes info.
Yes.
The day in the life of broadcasting.
They would be amazed. Yeah, we do. I miss our hot dog people. So sad.
Matt,
Yep.
did you have a Red Bull or something already?
No. I just got a good workout in this morning, though. Got the blood flowing. All juiced up. Woo.
Yeah, you got a workout in because you got lost in the woods
Well,
and had to run here.
No. The buggy started overheating because I took a wrong turn somewhere.
AKA lost in the woods.
Yeah. I mean, I really wasn't lost. So on the map, it looks like you can just take a little side tour on this trail. Turns out there's like a 40-foot cliff there. Yeah. Oh, I ended up jumping down it, basically, to flag down a side-by-side. But, hey.
We're glad you made it, Matt.
All in the day of race team.
The things we do to get to the race.
127.112 for Gatlin Wills. Justin Wills also had some issues on the way here. They were about 7.5 hours away yesterday when they had blew like an EGR tube off or something.
They had like a whole saga going on to their
They took some Twisted
travels.
Tea cans, cut up some, and made like a block-off plate, which worked, he said, for 3.5 hours. And then when they blew it, they were still building pressure, he said, up until about 12. And then once at 12, they would lose it. But he said, we just had to keep it under 12. So he said, so we still got here. We went
and
here.
they travel the furthest
They do.
of everybody.
They do.
Is to come out here,
This was probably like a 16, 18-hour drive for them. I would say like 14 to 16, because I think he said Mid-America is like 18.
No, Mid-America is not far from here.
No, that's what I'm saying, 16 to 18-ish.
Hunter Vargo out on the course now, and he is going to wrap up our day of racing for the Digging Deeper youth class. Hunter had a third-place time on course 1.
We've had all kinds of chops ups today with our youth class podium. We've had a lot of guys do very well on the first course. Some of those guys didn't do as good on the second course. So it'll be interesting to see all the points shake up for the day.
Well, at these ages and the varying levels of experience, they're still learning a lot about consistency and just how to drive, how to hit these jumps. When to apply the full send, the moderate send, or the conservative send.
Adults have that same problem sometimes.
We're all still learning that.
You misgauge that, and you send it a little too hard. I have done that as well.
Clay going through the finish line yesterday comes to mind.
Yeah, I've seen adults that came in a little too hot and steamy for something they didn't anticipate.
We've all done it.
So, yeah, I would love to. I would love to pick on some of our youth racers, but we do the same thing as adults. So,
no, our youth drivers are awesome. They come out here and they are doing their pre-running. They're checking out the course. A lot of them practice at home, wherever they have the opportunity, and they're pretty serious about it. Pretty much all of them, I would say. Hunter's going to have a great time.
I hear him yelling, go!
Through that finish line. Let's see what it is. .106.728 for Hunter Vargo. Taylor, can we get a leaderboard ready to go right after this commercial? All right, guys, we'll be right back after this.
Rebirthed from the depths of Baja, Mickey Thompson Tires announces a new American mud terrain legend, the new Baja Legend MTZ. Silica reinforced T4 tread compound, PowerPly 3-ply construction, improved 4-pitch side biters, proven MTZ tread styling for undisputed traction. 35 different sizes, and one is just waiting for your rig. The Baja Legend MTZ.
All right, we're back. Again, we just wrapped up our youth class. We're going to run through our times for you real quick. There's our leaderboard. And again, this is our second course of the day. Brantley Haven's coming in with that 100 seconds even. Cameron Levy coming in second. Claire Holbach coming in third. Ava Garminer coming in fourth. Hunter Vargo coming in fifth. Dallas Heckley coming in sixth. Eva Goons coming in seventh. Brody Pierman coming in eighth. Blake Heckley coming in ninth. And Gatlin Wills coming in 10th. Who is our 11th and 12th racers? Ella was 11th. Ridge was 12th. And 13th was Collier. All right.
All right. Awesome day of racing from our youth class. That does wrap up both of their courses. So we are going to shut down real quick, get timers where they need to be, put a little water on the track, and then we're going to be coming back in just a few minutes with UTV Bounty Course 1 and then Brannick Motorsports Bouncer Class Course 1. So you guys don't go too far. We're going to be right back in just a few minutes.
We'll see you guys.